if you need to set up a recurring event in your calendar, most importantly and obviously jobs that are repeating on, say, a weekly or a monthly or fortnightly basis, you go into the calendar and you select the day on which you want to create or start that particular event. So let's say this day here. When I click on this, I've just come from a job, so it's actually creating a job event. So it's got the job number, etc. You go down to the recurrence section, you tick on that box and it will drop down a new set of parameters. Now you lay down the frequency and then you select a particular criteria. So you can have it fortnightly, daily, weekly, monthly, or on a particular day of the week. The most useful is really the weekly and the monthly. But I find that the weekly is the most accurate and gives you the most flexibility. Because if you, for example, select fortnightly, it will create the next appointment on the 15th day. So if it's on a Monday for the first appointment, the next appointment will be 2 weeks on a Tuesday, and then another 2 weeks on a Wednesday. So it is suggested that you use weekly, and if you've got fortnightly, you just change the frequency to 2 weeks. And if I select Tuesday, I can click Add. The same if I just wanted on a particular day. Every Tuesday, I can just put frequency 1 and it will choose every Tuesday. So if I go back to the calendar to show you those new entries, you can see that it's every fortnight on a Tuesday. So I'll go back into that appointment. Now, a good point to raise here is that the recurrence section is no longer available. If you need to change the days on which a recurrence occurs on, or the frequency on which that recurrence is on, then what I would suggest is that you set up a new recurring event. So let's say that we don't want it on a Tuesday, but we want it on a Thursday. So all I simply do is I'm still coming from a job, I click on that, it's still creating the job. I now have the recurrence, select that, and I'm going to say every 2 weeks, instead of a Tuesday, I'm going to say Thursday. And then click Add. Now if I go back to that calendar, you will see that it has moved the appointments from the Tuesday to the Thursday every fortnight. And the same thing applies to monthly. If it is to be done monthly but on a particular day, then you should do it using the weekly parameter within the recurrence. So once again, if you need to change the recurrence in terms of its frequency or days, simply go in from your job through to View Calendar and then select the day as if you were doing a new calendar entry for that job. You would, perhaps I want to move this to weekly on a Tuesday. I'd click Add and if you go back to the calendar, you'll see that it has moved it from Thursday every fortnight to weekly on a Tuesday.